Good evening, Delmar School District. We're going to talk about home prices, whether or not they're going up, and what you should know as a homeowner or potential wannabe buyer in the Delmar School District. Let's get into it. All these numbers today are sourced via the Bright MLS, and if you'd like this sheet with my notes on it, just hit this QR code. You can follow along. No contact information needed. You can just pull it right up on your phone and follow along. Delmar's home prices on median are selling for $319,900, and the average home is sitting on the market for just over a month. 33 days. Let's look at the units listed. Let's start over there. Looking back 2 years to June of 2022, where 7 homes hit the market. June of 2023, where 9 homes hit the market. And now June of 2024, we had 18 homes hit the market. Lower numbers than we see in a lot of other school districts in Delaware, but 100% increase in units listed is only one surprising stat we have out of that column. The other surprising stat from this column ventures into how many homes in total for the year were listed. So in 2022, 101 homes hit the market in Delmar. In 2023, only 74 homes hit the market in the Delmar School District. But do you know how many homes have so far hit the market in 2024 as we sit at the end of July? The number is 128. That's right. With still 5 months remaining, Delmar has already well surpassed 2022 and 2023 and has a potential to surpass both of them combined by the end of 2024. What's going on? Why are people leaving Delmar? Well, to answer that question, let's look over to the right to see if people are buying in Delmar. So June of 2022, we had 14 homes on the market at the end of the month. That is so daggone cute. 14 homes, only 14 properties on the market available to see in Delmar. The following year, it was only 12. As of this year, in June, we're at 19. Bigger number again, but it's a small number in comparison. Not something I would draw a direct correlation to, but we are seeing a growth in that number, which could mean supply is increasing. And that could mean if demand stays low, prices could come down. But to look at that number, let's see, what are homes selling for? Back in June of 2022, homes were selling at $285,000. As of the following year, homes were selling in or around $335,000 to $254,000 the month prior. Big variation. And then this year, we saw homes selling at $319,900, and in the prior months, even as high as $379K on median. So what does all this mean? To answer that, let's get into my 2 takeaways. Number 1, inventory is indeed growing, not by a gigantic margin, but it is growing, and that is one of the variables in the soup required for any economic change in price point. If we have high supply, low demand, prices go down. If we have low supply, high demand, prices go up. Anything in the middle happens. So right now what we're seeing is demand isn't necessarily decreasing because we see end of market inventory staying relatively low, meaning people are buying homes when they hit the market. But I would like to bring up one stat that we didn't bring up originally, and that's MSI, which is the month's supply of inventory. Basically means if nobody sold their home, nobody listed their property again and said, hey, we have no more homes available that are going to hit the market, only what's already there. How many months would we survive with the current buyer demand with those homes? How long would it take for all of them to sell if no new homes hit the market? That number back in June of 2022 was one month of inventory. The following year in June of 2023 was 2.4 months of inventory available on the market. And now we've seen that number double. To this year, June of 2024, we have 4.8 months of inventory. Again, we're dealing with smaller numbers, so the difference in these ratios and averages that are brought up in these stats are going to be largely affected by less movement because we're dealing with smaller numbers. Like when we saw the sold median vary, because when only 12 homes are selling within a month, the price point of those homes are going to have a lot more of a drastic effect on the average or median numbers. All that to be said, takeaway number 2, does the listing trend continue? 2024 has seen a gigantic amount of homes hit the market. We're on pace to go over 200 homes listed. That would be the most since pre-COVID in Delmar. And if we don't see buyer demand, maybe coming from lower interest rates or more affordable market trends, leading to buying, well, then we're going to have a surplus in inventory and a decrease in demand. And that could mean price corrections. That could mean price decreases. It all depends, though, on the listing trend. Does it continue. And we'll keep marks on that. We'll keep an eye on that month to month, quarter over quarter, to make sure the Delmar School District is fully up to date. And again, if you want these numbers, to look over these numbers yourself, download at the beginning of the video on that QR code. Otherwise, I hope you have a dandy Delmar day. And if you'd like to keep these updates regular for you, hit the subscribe button, hit like. We work really hard on these videos and it helps the algorithm. Have a great day. Talk to you soon.